is treated to Christmas parties, and commerce in high spirits heading into the 2020 MTC Namibia Youth Games.
The Namibian Association of Private Hospitals described the rapid increase in the number of new positive coronavirus cases in the country, especially in the Khomas region, as worrisome. With the upsurge in new COVID-19 cases reported by the Health Minister Kalumbi Shangula, where Windhoek recently recorded the highest compared to other towns and regions, the chairperson of the Namibian Association of Private Hospitals said that with community transmission being the main cause of infection, she is worried that the number of cases could increase during the holiday season.
In March, when COVID started out, it was not a community infectious situation. It was travelers. But now the whole picture changed. Now it's community infection. So I think everybody is a little bit worried with people now moving from Windhoek, Khomas area, which is currently the main area of positive cases, and they start moving out for the holiday season to other areas. I think we are all worried about moving the infection now to other areas of the country. See, quite a lot of people are asymptomatic, so they don't even know they have COVID. But now they're moving to family, to friends, to holiday destinations, and they can take COVID with them.
Voters also mentioned that the recent local and regional authority elections could be a reason for the upsurge in positive cases.
The voting stations could have had an effect on this, because I'm sure everybody saw there were no social distancing going on. A lot of people are not adhering to the rules and the regulations. A lot of people are not wearing the mask anymore. So that could have an effect on it. And I think we are all afraid that when people come back from the holiday season, back into close communities like the schools, workplaces, hostels, the universities, they can bring that back again. And the second wave can continue in rising and not going down that fast as we hope.
Bernadette Shipanga, the nursing service manager at the Roman Catholic Hospital, said that although they are doing their best to tackle the virus heads-on, with the upsurge of new cases, hospital staff who are the frontline workers experience fatigue, and many of them also become infected with the virus, which has created a challenge for the hospital.
With the challenges of the staff is that the staff are tired and they really want to go on their annual leave, and they started going. With this, you cannot call them back from the annual leave. Shall come back now. The second wave have hit us, and some of them are sick. They are starting to get sick, also infected with COVID, and it's really making things for us so difficult. I'm talking from the side of the Catholic Hospital, and the other challenge of the staff is that they are. You can see at their faces they are exhausted, but they are trying their best. Now from our side, after the 7 days that you are with a COVID patient, you must be out of the hospital for 7 days. Now they are on 7 days quarantine, and the other group is in again. It's really making the whole situation difficult. But as I'm saying, we are trying our best.
The association called on people with medical aid to also make use of state hospital facilities and to use the Health Ministry's toll-free number, which is 0800 100 100, to curb the spread of the COVID-19 virus.
Get some more vibes with our range of girls' must-have dresses at only $99.95. Totally casual or totally cool. Wear it your way. Only at Ackermans.
Following last month's regional council and local authority elections, the National Council is expected to swear in members that will be part of the 6th National Council next week. The council has described the inauguration as historic and diverse, as it will be the first time that opposition political parties will take more than 10 seats in the House. So here we have Ms. Annette from the National Council. Ms. Annette, next week is going to be a very busy week for you and your colleagues here at Parliament as the 6th National Council is inaugurated. Can you perhaps tell us about the swearing-in ceremony?
Thank you very much. As you are aware, we just concluded our national elections, that is the regional and local authorities election. Now that has emanated into new members of the National Council who are elected from the regions. So each region is supposed to send 3 members of Parliament coming to the National Council to represent their regions in terms of Parliament. So what we are going to do is we are going to swear in the new members of Parliament on the 15th of December at the National Council chamber on the Parliament present. So what's going to happen, basically the members of Parliament are expected to arrive at the National Council on Sunday. So what we will do is we'll have an orientation for them, because if you recall recently the National Council consists of 42 members, and out of those 42 members only 10 are coming back. Only 10 are coming back. So it means that the other 32, they are totally new members. So we need to orientate them as to what their function will be in the National Council, even though we are not going to have like a proper induction program. Their induction program will only be in February. So for the Sunday session is just to accredit them and then to prepare them for Tuesday. Then on Monday, we are now going to have like a swearing in ceremony, like kind of like a mock ceremony, where we are going to tell them where do you stand in the chamber, how do you come in. We'll find out from them who want to take an oath, who want to take an affirmation. So that those are like the backdoor preparations that we are going to have with them on Monday. Then on Tuesday, that's when now we are going to swear them in as the 6th members of the National Council, which is the House of Review of the Namibian Parliament. And for the first time ever, we have a lot of opposition. We have about, out of 42 members, we have 14 opposition, and that 14 is very diverse. And from those 14, we have one IC candidate, independent candidate, and that is the one from the Rundu, from the Kavango West, if I'm not mistaken, or is it Kavango East? Kavango East.
Under Parliament, there are 2 houses. There is the National Assembly and the National Council. The National Council is often referred to as the upper house of review. Can you perhaps tell us about the mandate of the National Council, for those that might not be familiar with it as per the Constitution?
The National Council, I think why the perception, why National Council sometimes is not viewed as Parliament is probably the reason that it came into being only in 1993, and the National Assembly was the first house, which was in 1991 when we gained our independence. But after that, even when they were drafting the Constitution, they decided that we need to have like a bicameral parliament in Namibia, bicameral system parliament. That means that the Namibian parliamentary system will be made up of 2 houses of parliament. That is the National Assembly, that is where the executive sits, and the National Assembly's duty is to initiate laws, initiate and pass laws, and then the laws that they deliberate are now referred to the National Council for review. So that's why the National Council is called the Review House. So National Assembly laws cannot be ascended or put into a law. Bills cannot be put into a law if they are not passed through the National Council. So they need to be reviewed properly, so that the regional concerns, if there are any regional concerns, then they can be incorporated in some of this legislation that comes through the National Council. So that is the difference. That's why they call it an upper house, because the National Council review the laws or the bills that are passed, referred to it by the National Assembly.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. As stated, the 6th National Council will be more diverse with over 14 opposition members compared to the previous National Council that had less than 5. And there will be more reviews as well. Reporting for Today on One, I'm Joseph Shifeni.
Imagine opening your Nedbank account anywhere, anytime by simply taking a selfie. Introducing Identity Today, a platform which enables you to open your Nedbank account, scan the Nedbank QR code with your smartphone camera, and immediately follow the instructions on the link that will open up in your web browser. Follow the simple steps to complete the account opening online form. Have your identity card or passport ready. Take a selfie and send it to us, and your new Nedbank account will be opened and confirmed in 3 minutes or less. Visit www.nedbank.com.na to shift your account to Nedbank today. Nedbank. See money differently.
The Capricorn Group alongside Imago Day recently collaborated to reach out to various daycares around the capital, hosting Christmas parties for children. The Capricorn Group's communications and stakeholder engagements practitioner, Grace Luvindao, notes that apart from the Christmas parties, the group also has other initiatives planned for the festive season.
On behalf of Capricorn Group, we are really excited to be here at the Acacia Children's Trust. It is not the only project that we are sponsoring or that we are undertaking for this December. We have the Capricorn Group Christmas Drive, the Big 5 Christmas Drive. So we have 5 different projects that we are assisting and that we are catering to for this Christmas to make sure that vulnerable communities that are around us have something for this Christmas. So we are in different regions of the country. Different areas of the country at this very moment. We also have our change makers, our employees acting as change makers in their different communities in the coast, in the north and in the south of Namibia, and right here in Windhoek as well. And we remain connectors of positive change, always looking for areas that we can support.
The initiative was in collaboration with Imago Day, a welfare organization that provides corporate social initiative assistance.
Imago Day is a welfare organization that deliver services to businesses, to companies, in helping them in how to get involved in community uplifting projects. The Capricorn Group is one of the businesses that we have that relationship with.
The Acacia Children's Trust in Soweto was one of the beneficiaries of the initiative, whose founders expressed gratitude towards the Capricorn Group in shaping the future of the young ones.
We have a fitting scheme whereby we are fitting them every day after school, Monday up to Thursday. Then we have skill programs whereby we train school leavers so that they can have a skill to work for themselves. We don't want these children to bring orphans again in Namibia.
Ready, get the set, go. Team it up. Top to bottom. Why pay more than 80 for a kid's outfit? Take a selected cap, top and shorts and save a bundle. Get more in store this holiday. Life's better with Pep.
(2020) MTC Namibia Youth Games, which are slated to take place in the Otjozondjupa region, are days away as the team selected to represent the Khomas region is in high spirits and is confident going into the games.
We had a very tough time in our preparations. It was very short notice due to the pandemic, obviously, but we really tried our best in preparing for the games. As my captain already said, we are going to go there to compete and not just participate.
From our side, we are very ready. This team has been preparing since January. As we all know, the game is supposed to take place end of April until beginning of May, but COVID came and kicked it, so it was postponed. So now we are ready. 2 weeks back, Khomas Boxing Federation hosted for us a preparation fight. All the boys won. From our side, we have 5 boxers. That means we are going to bring 5 gold medals.
On behalf of the athletics team, I would love to thank your esteemed office for giving us this opportunity to showcase our talent. We promise to make you proud and fly the Khomas flag high.
I am the girls' basketball coach. The preparations have been difficult, but we're sure to bring back the cup and to get the medals again this year.
So preferably we'd say that this is a very good advantage due to the fact that we didn't really play football throughout the whole year due to the novel coronavirus. But since we are the defending champions, our aim is to go and defend our title.
Our team is slightly more experienced than the other teams because most of our players played in the previous games in Botswana. So we are most likely to take the trophy again.
As for the boys, we are ready. As the defending champions, we have no excuses. We have been preparing for 3 weeks now. So we are going all out to go defend our trophy.
Throughout the friendlies that we've played, I've seen good signs of my teammates not showing any signs of laziness or non-willingness to play. We're going there with a winning attitude to try and defend the games in the cup that we won last time. I'm confident that my team is well prepared for the games, and as an athlete of the Khomas region, I wish all of the athletes and teams in every sport code the best of luck.
At the send-off event, Governor of the Khomas region Laura McLeod Katirwa advised the athletes to be disciplined during the games, further wishing the team the best of luck.
We want you to go out there to defend, to protect, and as well as to make us proud. And make us proud is not only to try and make proud the governor or the leadership of the Khomas region, but the region as a whole. And that includes our parents. And let me also promise you that these games is a gateway to greater things in life. It's a gateway. If you do not take them serious, you see them slipping through your fingers. So we are putting this region entirely in your capable hands, to go out there proudly, to behave and to act like a Khomas resident.
The 2020 MTC Namibia Youth Games will take place from the 16th to the 18th of December 2020 in Rietfontein in the Otjozondjupa region. The games will accommodate 8 sport codes and will be used to select the team that will represent Namibia at the 2021 Youth Games in Lesotho.
The Namibia Statistics Agency is busy with census mapping, a prephase for the main population and housing census to be conducted in 2021. Census mapping aims to demarcate the entire Namibia into uniquely defined units of enumeration areas to provide an accurate national geographic frame to conduct census. To find out more, tune in to Conversations with the NSA, Saturday evening the 26th of December as from 7 p.m. Play your part. Be counted.
In other leading stories, the Monetary Policy Committee of the Bank of Namibia has decided to keep the repo rate unchanged at 3.75%. The MPC is of the view that the rate remains appropriate to continue supporting domestic economic activity while at the same time safeguarding the one-on-one link between the Namibia dollar and the South African rand. Global economic activity, though showing some signs of recovery during the third quarter of 2020, is still expected to contract in 2020. Inflation rates in most monitored advanced economies
and emerging market and developing economies remained well contained. Domestic economic activity declined during the first 10 months of 2020 and is estimated to register an overall contraction in 2020 before an expected modest recovery in 2021. Inflation remained low during the first 10 months of this year. Private sector credit extension growth declined during the first 10 months of 2020, while the stock of international reserves remained sufficient to support the currency peg. As at the 30th of November 2020, the stock of international reserves stood at 29.9 billion Namibia dollars compared to 32.7 billion Namibia dollars reported in the October 2020 MPC statement. The decline of reserves was on account of the net purchases of rand by commercial banks, coupled with exchange rate revaluations through the appreciation of the rand. This latest amount of international reserves is estimated to cover 4.5 months of imports. At this level, the reserves remain sufficient to protect the peg of the Namibia dollar to the South African rand while meeting the country's international financial obligations. The next meeting of the MPC will be held on the 17th of February next year. And the German ambassador to Namibia, Herbert Beck, officially handed over the Central Mission Support Element to the Deputy Minister of Defence, Hilma Nicanor, at the military school at Osona Military Base recently. The support element, consisting of teaching rooms and multi-faculty training workshops, a workshop for medical technology and several workshops for cars and trucks, was built in 2017 to 2019. The construction was supported by the Equipment Aid Program of the Federal German Government, implemented by the German Armed Forces Technical Advisory Group with 60 million Namibia dollars. The equipment of teaching rooms and workshops was funded with an additional 9.3 million Namibia dollars. Starting from early 2021, the Namibia Defence Force will carry out certified training in the newly built facilities for civilian professions such as bricklayer, carpenter, electrician, plumber, welder, fitter and air conditioning technicians. Expertise in these fields will allow NDF to repair and maintain a large range of military equipment and to establish its own infrastructure. Furthermore, staff and material will be prepared for future possible deployments to international missions for disaster response and peace missions at the United Nations, African Union or SADC level. In addition, the workshop for medical technology is planned to be expanded and will then be the only reconditioning hub for medical technology in the NDF.
Welcome to Comments Corner, your daily dose of local comments from the hottest social media pages. A group of landless residents from Achterlane or Chomuise say that the never-ending struggle for land in informal settlements of the city has led them to cry for help and to call upon the municipality to give them a piece of land on which to live as they wait on the land delivery process. Andy said this matter should be attended to and the land be given to the people immediately. Sugit said the city of Windhoek should consider the tenants who have to pay homeowners. Mkalakani said that people should learn to wait. Nestor said the Minister of Urban and Rural Development is not being factual on the certificates and mentioned some towns where they are still needed. Benedictus said the fact that we see a Namibian flag and cries for land illustrates that the nation is becoming mature. Youth from Karatura have launched a community watch initiative in efforts to combat crime alongside the law enforcement in Windhoek over the festive season. Saki said that this is a good idea and they should also come by Kingsley Street. Polo asked who is the sponsor because in Namibia initiatives always end in a surprising manner. Simone also agrees that this is a great idea. And that is all from Comments Corner. Be sure to post your comments on our social media pages for broadcast every day only on TDN1.
A look at the weather forecast. First, an advisory from the Windhoek Met Office. Rains will set in over most parts of Namibia from Monday, except in the south and the extreme west. The Namibia interior partly cloudy and hot to very hot in the Omaheke and northeastern regions, with isolated thunder showers in the extreme northeast, elsewhere sunny and hot. The coast partly cloudy and cool with fog patches, and the wind moderate northwesterly to southwesterly. Now we'll look at minimum and maximum temperatures across the country and beyond.
Good afternoon. My name is Sikunan Roma, and I'm a medical intern at the Katutura State Hospital. We, as individuals, you and I, have the opportunity to take control and fight this by staying home, by staying safe, and by staying informed. I appeal to the more fortunate that we lend a helping hand to the more vulnerable and the disadvantaged, especially those in our informal settlements. We should stand together, listen to what we are being told, and together as a country, we can get through this.
Akili, 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 akili. We love to wash our hands, and this is how we do it. Wash, wash with clean water. Scrub, scrub, scrub with soap. Rinse, rinse with clean water, and then the germs will go. We love to wash our hands, and this is how we do it. Wash, wash with clean water. Scrub, scrub, scrub with soap. Rinse, rinse with clean water, and then the germs will go. Yay! Well done, Soap and Water! You got rid of all the germs on Achilles' hands.